look at this. You really cover all the bases, don't you, Spaulding? What now, you gonna play therapist with Beth? Huh?
Well, Jack, have you come to ask me to stop saying Beth?
I come to find out what you were doing at the garage. Right when it blew.
I was checking out the party.
Try another one. That party wasn't supposed to start for another hour, and you knew that. So why were you really there, Spaulding? Why?
You want the truth? Okay, I'll give it to you.
That's a falling star.
Hot diggity dog.
Save it for a rainy day. Oh, love that job and felt you on the shoulder. Down starry night. And even though you think you're getting older, you'll have a comfort full of starlight. As a falling star that flew through your touch. Never let it fade away. As a falling star, put it in your pocket. Save it for the rainy day. India, I changed my mind. That means come wait. Let's come here. Won't you join me? I need you to scratch my back. As a falling star, put it in your pocket. Never let it fade away. As a falling star, put it in your pocket. Save it for a rainy day.
May I help you?
Oh, hello, Father.
May I be of some assistance?
Oh, we were just admiring your lovely cemetery.
Oh, lovely, isn't it? And it's very old. One of the oldest in Barbados.
Oh.
Come, let me show you.
Oh, thank you. That would be very kind of you. John, come here. Cemetery even older than this one on the other side of the island. Shall we take the car and go and see it?
Yes, and I do hope that both of you find what you're looking for.
Oh, well, sometimes one's family is extremely difficult to trace, particularly the black sheep. Oh, John, give the good father something for his parish.
Thank you, but my parish is a small one, and our needs are very few. Thank you.
I'm sure there must be. Come, John, I'm afraid we really must be going. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Bye.
I wonder where Annabelle and Dr. Reardon are. They can't have gotten far.
And how may I be of help to you, my children?
was shocked when I first discovered Kepler's interest in astrology.
Oh, the music of the spheres.
Astounding. The same man who established the 3 laws of planetary motion also thought that each of the planet hums as it goes into its orbit. Maybe he had a drinking problem.
I don't think so. I mean, it was just a theory, and not a bad theory at that.
Quentin, you're not implying that you actually believe in that nonsense, are you?
No, but scientific thought being what it was in those days, I mean, astrology could neither be disproved or dismissed. What Kepler was simply doing was keeping an open mind, which is very essential to a scientist. I remember Einstein once said...
Quentin.
Yes?
Do you think that I could have a few hours of your time this afternoon?
For you? Anything, Noah. What would you like to do?
A drive in the country?
That's a wonderful idea.
Sure is. I'll go get my cup. Should I get yours too, Quentin?
Yes, thank you.
No. What?
I want to go for a drive with my husband alone.
But why?
Do I have to make you a list of how many times in the last week that I have never been alone
Would
with
you
my husband?
excuse us for a moment, Jonathan? I'll be right back. Nola, I don't think it's a good idea to leave the boy by himself.
It would do him good to be on his own.
I don't quite follow.
He has been glued to you for the past weeks, and I want some time alone. It would do him good to survive by himself.
Nola, I may not be sure, but is something upsetting you?
No. Yes.
Well, what is it?
It's Tony. I'm very upset about Tony.
Oh, yes, I can believe that, especially after everything he's been through lately. Oh, Jonathan, would you get that door for us, please?
He is so upset and worried about Annabelle. I've never seen him this bad.
I know. I hope you told him that if he needs help from us, not to hesitate.
Well, of course I told him that, but he's not going to listen to me. He never does. He'll just stay depressed in the cottage for weeks. Tony, are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. Clint, I need your help.
What can I do?
You remember these?
Oh, yes, the lanterns from the cottage. As I remember, you have 2 of them.
Yeah, well, one of them got smashed. I got it in here.
Well, what happened to it? How did it get smashed?
Threw it up against the wall. It's one of the first things Annabelle bought for the cottage, and... Anyway, when I was picking up the pieces, I found this.
Spaulding Shipping Lines.
I need you to find out everything you can about those lanterns.
Really, Alexandra, I know what this must look like, but I can explain. I am so sorry. I'm not being civilized about it, am I? No, I only meant to say that it's nothing to get worked up about. Of course not. You've been staying in my house, and at the same time sleeping with my fiancé, but so what? You may be jumping to conclusions. You really do not know what happened. Oh, I understand perfectly. Listen, I can explain if you only let me. I won't. I'm not interested in hearing any more lies. You just tell me one thing. How long have you been at this? Oh, never mind. This obviously isn't the first time. You make me sick.
Hey, Mia! Hey, come on, it's been longer in here. This isn't any time to start playing shy, you know. Dad and Bob and son, we were talking, and falling away. On the lonely path, after you were sober,
On second thought, I'll wait until Ryan comes out. I have a few things to say to the 2 of you, and I don't want you to leave before you hear them. Don't worry. I have no intention of leaving.
Hey, sweet thing! What are you waiting for? You want me to go out there and carry you in here? You did, don't you? All right. You in. Here I am.
Warren? We have company. Get get dressed. You're gonna need all the protection you can get.
I'll tell you why I went to the garage, Shirley. I went because I knew Beth was going to be there. And I'd take any chance I can to be with her alone. And actually, things are working out pretty damn well, have you noticed? I was the only one that saw that. Mm-hmm. You saw up and down that it was over between you two, but that was all an act. Yeah, you're right, it was. I've always loved Beth and I always will. You're not going to get her back again. I'll stop you. How are you going to do that? I don't know yet, but I'll figure out a way. Beth will come around. She'll see what kind of scum you are. Nasty, 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 Lou Jack. Give it up, pal. You've been beaten. You lost. It ain't over yet. You still haven't gotten the message, have you? Beth does not want you around. See, now, I, on the other hand, well, I've been with her all day. Every day, as a matter of fact. How about you? How much time have you actually been spending with Beth, Lou Jack? How long was it before she threw you out last week? Is it 5 minutes? 10? Beth is all freaked out right now, but that'll pass. She's all mixed up because of the accident. No, well, she was mixed up last spring when she started going out with you. Now, she's come to her senses now. She wants to be friends with me, Lou Jack. Close friends. And in a little while, she's going to want to be more than that. And a little while after that, things are going to be just the way they were before. Yeah. We'll be lovers again. No. Yeah. Oh, yeah. See, you were a mistake, Lou Jack. You were nothing but a bad dream from which Beth has awakened. And I am responsible for that. You're right about that. You can't stop me. You can't even slow me down. You blew it. You really did blow it, Lou Jack. What the hell are you doing here, Spaulding? Why are you coming clean to me all of a sudden? Well, I got no reason not to now that Beth and I are back together. I come here to get some answers. And you try to change the subject. You try and get me freaked out about Beth. You don't want me to think about the accident. No, I don't care. You think about it all you like. Why don't we just look at the facts, Lou Jack? You're the one changing the subject. You lost your club, and you lost your girl. Seems simple. Why were you really there, Spaulding? It couldn't have been to see Beth. You just ought to be damn glad I was, Lou Jack. Because you didn't know that Beth was going to be there that early. You didn't, did you? Well, you must have been there for some other reason. Well, I ain't going nowhere till I find out what that reason was.
Tony, I'd like to take these down to the lab and examine them more closely.
You think you'll really be able to find anything out about them?
Well, I'm certainly not an antique expert, but I should be able to tell you when they were made, or at least a ballpark figure.
What about where they came from?
That would be more difficult.
My computer could help there. We can assume the manufacturer was located in an English-speaking country, don't you think?
Most likely.
Well, Charlie's linked to every major reference library in this country and to the entire British Commonwealth.
Well, that makes a lot of sense. I think we should check that out. Thank you.
Oh, definitely. Jonathan, would you mind coming along with me?
Sure, I'll get the pieces.
Thank you. Now, I can't promise any quick results, but at least I've had some luck dating things, modern objects. Jim stopped by a few weeks ago with some antiques from the West Indies.
I'm really in a hurry for this information, if you wouldn't mind.
Of course, we'll be as quick as we can.
Thanks.
Come along, Jonathan.
Tony, do you really think that they could help you find Jimmy and Annabelle?
I just hope so. Not for the reason you think, either. I don't want Annabelle back. She made her choice. She can live with it.
No, you really don't know what happened.
I just don't want her to get hurt.
What do you mean hurt?
The more I learn about this cottage, the more I think Annabelle's in very serious danger.
Jim, do you think this is the room that Father Thomas wanted us to come to?
Sure it is. He said second door on the left.
Oh, what's going to become of us?
Peace be with you, my friend. My name is Brother Ian. Father Thomas asked me to see to your needs.
That was very kind of Father Thomas, and also of you. I'm Annabelle Reardon, and this is Dr. Jim Reardon.
You're married then?
Oh, no!
No, Annabelle's my sister-in-law. Oh, look, have you seen Father Thomas?
He is still outside, talking with the blonde woman and her excitable companion.
Oh, Jim, they're still here. Do you think they know we're in here?
I doubt it. Look, do you know what's going on up there? Do you know why we're here?
To some extent. Those two people with Father Thomas seem quite anxious to find you.
We got that.
For what reason, may I ask?
For this. The woman, Susan Piper, is her name, and she's very anxious to get her hands on this doll. She'll do anything.
A doll? But why? What value could it possibly have?
Well, we're not sure.
Then would it not be best to give it to...
No, we can't give it to her. She doesn't own it. We have to give it to the rightful owner.
A reasonable desire? Perhaps if you discuss the matter with...
No, that's impossible. She doesn't want to talk about this doll. She'd rather kill for it.
Come, surely you exaggerate.
We don't exaggerate. She kidnapped us. She held us at gunpoint. She was shooting at us when we made our way here, and she
We must go to the police.
We can't.
But why?
Because Piper's a very powerful lady. She could have connections anywhere. We don't know who we can trust.
Then you must return the doll to its owner immediately.
It isn't as simple as that. We don't know who the owner is. At least not yet.
A rather strange tale.
It is a strange tale. It is. And we don't have any proof. You only have our word for it. Please believe me. We are really telling you the truth.
Don't worry. Proof is not always necessary for belief. You may stay here tonight.
Oh, thank you.
You must be very hungry. I'll get you something to eat now.
Good. Look, before you go, there is one way you can help us.
How?
There's a crypt outside in the cemetery with the name Spaulding on it.
And as Jim said, we don't know who the owner of this doll is, but we know that there is some connection between them and the Spaulding family.
And we're trying to contact some of the members of that family here in Barbados.
So if you could just tell us the names of any Spauldings who live around here and maybe where they live.
No, I'm afraid I cannot do that.
Oh, but...
Well, the reason I cannot do what you ask is that there are no Spauldings in my parish. In fact, I know of no one by that name in Barbados.
But the crypt...
The island has a long history. Our cemetery, too, is very old. Many other families with relatives buried in it moved away or died years ago.
Oh, Jim, I was sure this is what we were looking for.
Okay, me too. I am sorry to disappoint you so. But wait. I think I can help you after all. I know just the place where you can get the information you need.
Wait, you know a place where we can get the information we need? Where?
Codrington Abbey. It's one of the oldest abbeys on the island. Family records though they go back as far as 300 years. They include genealogies of most of the early settlers.
Great. And since we know from the crypt the Spauldings were here on Barbados
We
at
just
one
look
point
at these
in time.
records and we find their descendants and see if they're still living here.
Very possibly.
Well, great! So what are we waiting for?
Great, let's go. Can you tell us how to get to this place?
Yes. But I think it is not wise to go there just yet. This Miss Piper seemed in no hurry to go away. She'll probably remain outside or at least in the vicinity for some hours.
Good point, good point.
I will give you directions to the abbey later, and you can go there in the morning.
Fine, we'll do that then.
In the meantime, I will get you the food I promised.
Thank you so much.
I'm glad to be of help in any way I can. But tell me, is it really necessary to do this thing? The danger seems very great.
It is. She's not going to give up. She's going to be after us again.
Is there no alternative for you?
No. No, we have to get this doll to its owner.
I wish I could lessen my risk for you somehow.
Oh, you have already.
Yes, but perhaps I will be back with your food shortly.
Thank you.
Thanks again.
Jim, what's going to happen to us?
Hey, it's okay. Come on. We're safe, no?
Yeah, no, but what about tomorrow? She's gonna be tracking us down again.
She will be doing that, no question about it. I should have never gotten you into this mess.
What are you talking about? I dragged you into this.
Well, let's just say it was a mutual dragging, huh? No, it's not too late. We can turn back.
We can't turn back. I have to find Victoria. I have to get this dog to her. Jim, we're getting closer. We are. And we might find tomorrow, we might find everything we're looking for. You're not giving up, are you?
No.
Jack, you are too much. You know, you would do damn near anything to take blame off yourself. It's just incredible. Who the hell cares why I was there? Beth almost died because of you. That's what matters.
Why are you dodging me, Phil?
You're the one that's dodging, Lou Jack. You can't face up to just how stupid you've been. A nightclub? Come on. Don't you know people were laughing at you from the start? They were taking odds on how long it was going to take before you closed. But one thing, you did fool them. I got to give you that. You beat the odds. Hell, Lou Jack, you never even opened. Well, I guess that's no great surprise. You never really had much of a prayer. What I don't understand is what made a loser like you think that you could make a go of something like a nightclub. Something like that takes some experience, Lou Jack, or at the very least, some brains. Now, I think we both know that that leaves you out in the cold. You didn't even know enough to hire somebody else who had brains, Lou Jack. I saw that crew you had down there. What a bunch of fools they were. My God, they didn't even know enough to fix a... You know Andy Ferris? Huh? Never heard of him. Who came up with the idea of a nightclub, by the way? Now, see, something like a used hubcap store or something like that. Now, that I could understand. Keep your pals at work, ripping off the citizens.
Floyd told me that you and he talked all about Andy a few weeks ago.
Well, maybe we did, Lou Jack. I'm supposed to remember the name of every loser that comes up in every conversation I've ever had with anybody. Did you consider the possibility that maybe I was just half listening, trying to be polite? Now, that didn't occur to you, because you don't know the word polite. You don't know its meaning. It isn't in your vocabulary. I'll tell you, Lou Jack, you got me all wrong. I really wish your club had it, because I'd have loved to watch you with customers.
Go on, talk all you want, Spaulding. I know that you're hiding something.
Yeah? Yeah. And just what would that be?
I don't have all the details yet. But I can sure smell something's rotten. And that stink is getting worse and worse. And I think I know just where that stink is coming from. What is Ferris?
Oh, great. Okay. He doesn't know anything, and he's not going to find anything out. Just stay cool. What the hell am I going to do?
Alexander, wait a minute. Believe me, this is not what you think it is.
Oh, what is it then?
I can explain.
No, it's all very clear.
Please, listen to me. I don't deny that India and I were together right now, but we're not in love.
That's supposed to make a difference?
Well, doesn't it?
Why? Oh, because it was just a little fling.
Yes, that's right.
Oh, it's nothing to get excited about. Happens all the time.
Yes. I mean, no.
Don't say anything, Warren. Just shut up. Do you hate me so much?
I didn't want to hurt you.
I did not plan for this to happen.
Well, what exactly is your plan?
I think I better go now. You and Ron should talk alone.
Good idea, Maeve. Go straight to my house and pack your things. I want you out of there.
Of course. Just for the record, what Warren said is right. We're not in love.
Go. You're not worth the effort. Get your hands off me.
You can't go.
Oh, watch me.
You can't look. Well, I have to show you something.
Give it up, Warren.
1 minute. Just 1 minute of your time, that's all I ask. Please, just 1 minute. This is going to change your mind about everything, Alexandra. I promise you it will. I planned on letting you know about this from the very start. This will explain everything, absolutely everything. You'll thank me, Alex. You'll thank me for getting a hold of it.
You lost your mind.
You have to believe me. She means nothing to me. It's you I love.
Save your breath.
Please, Alex, you've got to understand. A love, a relationship is too good to throw away.
We have no relationship.
We do!
Not anymore!
I trusted you.
I was honest with you, and you lied to me. I told you how I felt, that I didn't love you passionately and wasn't ready to make a commitment, but you pushed and you pushed. You kept telling me how much you loved me. And how you wanted to spend the rest of your life with me. And all that time, you were sleeping with India.
It was just sex. That's all. She meant nothing to me.
You're disgusting.
Alexandra.
Ross was right about you. All you want is money and power. My money, my power.
I was never after that. You know I was never after that. I offered to sign a prenuptial agreement. You know that. All right. If that's how you feel, fire me.
I'm so glad you brought that up.
Are you that afraid that Annabelle is in so much danger?
Yeah. Come on, if this man they found on our cellar was murdered and the thing was never solved, there may still be somebody trying to cover it up. I didn't realize it was that serious until just now.
Yeah, but I don't understand what has happened to make you change your mind.
Well, you know, I always blame this whole thing on Susan Piper, but, a little while after you and Mom left, Detective Shapiro from the Springfield Police came by with a forensics report on the skeleton they found in the cellar. The report said that the skeleton was a man. He died 40 years ago. He died of a bullet that was still in the spine, and the wound couldn't have been self-inflicted, so he was murdered. And on top of it, he was a black guy. Annabelle said all of that. But she'd been talking to me about visions and psychic phenomena. Hey, I need something I can put my hands on. There it was. So when he leaves, I don't know what to do. I start looking around at all the things that Annabelle said she had psychic connections with, you know? And the lamp was one of those things. I'm getting nothing out of it. I get mad. I throw it up against the wall. I feel like an idiot after doing it. I walk over and all the pieces and I find that plaque. Spaulding Shipping Lines. Boom, all of a sudden this connection gets made. Everything makes sense. The cottage is linked to the Spauldings, just like Annabelle said. At that moment, I knew we were in way over our heads.
Tony, Annabelle should know how you feel about this now.
Listen, the way I feel hasn't changed. Annabelle still ran off with Jim. They're still together. It still stinks. I just don't want her to get hurt.
Okay,
Maybe the lantern will lead you to Annabelle, and that's what you want.
Yes. You don't know how much it means to me to have you here to talk to.
I love you.
I love you too.
And you love Annabelle, and that hasn't stopped.
No, it hasn't. We've got a lot of problems to work out. Right now, I just want to make sure she's safe.
All right, one point is established. The glass in these lanterns is hand-blown, not pressed.
That would date them pre-1820.
Exactly. Have you finished the color analysis yet?
I'm just getting in the information from the spectroscope now.
Good.
There. Apparently, the glass was manufactured in England.
That gives us a time frame and a point of origin.
We key in that information, along with the name, Spalding Shipping Sales, and then we instruct the computer to search all major British libraries. So, this could take...
Well, this could take a lot of time, even with the computer, though.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, wait a minute. Look, hit on the first try. Got lucky.
Yes, but it's not much to go on. A British shipping company involved in the sugar trade began operations between 1770 and 1790. Let me see. Is the computer linked to the Admiralty Registry of Great Britain?
Yes, of course. That contains all the names of all the ships that sailed under the Union Jack for the past 300 to 400 years.
Yes, and exactly where and when they docked.
That's a great idea, Clint. I think this will do it. All right, here it comes.
Yes. This could be exactly what Tony's looking for.
Find anything?
Yes, it's all in here. Now, let me see. As you can see, the Spalding Shipping Lines was a British company.
Involved in the sugar trade, and it was founded around the time of the American Revolution.
Let's see. Over here is a list of the ships owned by Spalding, along with the tonnage for each vessel and the various ports of call.
Look at this, look at this.
What?
Victoria, this is one of the names that kept coming up again and again in all the stuff that Annabelle was doing.
The Victoria, that was the largest of the Spalding ships, I believe. Yes, and it sailed exclusively between Great Britain and the West Indies.
West Indies, that's another one. That kept coming up again.
And all those artifacts in the cottage?
Okay, we're on the right track.
I think so.
Wait a minute, now, is this Spalding Shipping Company directly related to the Spaldings here in Springfield?
I don't know.
Well, can you find out?
I'll do my best.
Please. It's the only way I'll ever find Annabelle. Hello. Ferris, what the hell is with you?
And good afternoon to
I've been trying to get through to you for half an hour. Did any operator cut in with you?
Yeah, I noticed. She cut in, told me you're trying to reach me. Because I had some goodbyes to say, and I didn't feel like being interrupted.
Ferris, why aren't you still in town? You said you were leaving.
I am today.
Well, you should have been gone a long time ago, you damn idiot. Especially after you didn't show up at Jack's trial.
Get off my case. So I didn't testify. You're not implicated.
Yeah, maybe not, but Jack was just here. Now, he's putting the pieces together. If he finds out you're still in town...
No, wait a minute. You tell me that you know something?
What he knows, I don't think too much. He's not going to have to be a genius to figure it out. He brought up your name, he tried to get me to admit that I knew you, and then he tore out of here.
That don't sound so good.
Well, I'm finally glad you're waking up and seeing him. Now, it ought to be clear even to you that you ought to get the hell out of town and stay out.
Ferris, I know you're in there!
So you You can forget about trying to change my mind. There won't be any second chances. I want absolutely no personal contact with you from now on. I hope I've made that clear.
What about contact at business? You still haven't answered my question. Are you planning to fire me as president of the foundation?
Oh, yes. I knew that would be your main concern in all this. Well, I'm not sure. I haven't made up my mind about that yet.
Fine. When you do, just remember one thing. We've all made our mistakes, Alexandra.
True to form, right to the end. I suppose that's a very slightly veiled reference to my dealings with Aaron when I first came back to Springfield. I would have thought you knew me better than that by now. You won't keep your job with threats. I don't respond to them. I've never let personal matters affect business, it's true. But in this case, well, I will let you know later.
I was just trying to...
Not another word. Ironic, isn't it? How something so expensive can represent something so cheap. Shouldn't Brother Ian be back by now?
I'm sorry to be so slow. The kitchen isn't open at this hour normally. The food will be ready in a few minutes.
Did Susan come with me?
I'm afraid she and my companion are still outside.
Father Thomas?
Let us pray. Oh Lord, support us all the day long until the shadows lengthen and the evening comes and the busy world is hushed and the fever of life is over and our work is done. Then in thy mercy, grant us a safe lodging and a holy rest and peace at the last. Amen.
This has been Guiding Light.
rocks the boat when Dr. Scheinfeld gets a visit from his son. A special episode of ER, tonight at 8:30, 7:30 Central and Mountain. Provided by Marriott's Sam Lord's Castle Barbados Resort. Production assistance provided by the Barbados Board of Tourism. Be sure to be with us tomorrow for another full hour of Guiding Light.